All right, before we start the podcast, Disc Golf Network, they know, man. They know when to post stuff. They're like, Tour
Smart.
Life is going live tonight. Let's post this right before so Tour Life can talk about it. So we appreciate Disc Golf Network and the Disc Golf Pro Tour for always giving us the breaking news, if you will. So they announced that the DGN will be undergoing a complete kind of overhaul and is now will be the DGN 2.0. Some of the major, topics from this or, points to discuss. We've been with Vimeo. That's what the DGN has been working with. Vimeo has been like YouTube's kind of competitor for a while. And so they're leaving Vimeo OTT and they're going to a new platform hosted by Incise VT on Amazon Web Services, also known as AWS. Advanced Tier Services Partner. When asked, Jeff Spring commented, looking to the 2024 season and beyond, we're thrilled to take our next big step forward by collaborating with Insys VT and AWS to bring a refreshed look and feel to the Disc Golf Network platform and begin developing new and improved features for subscribers. He continued on by saying, as the Disc Golf Network enters its 5th year of service, we've recognized the need to evolve our platform to better serve an ever-growing disc golf audience. Collaborating with Incise VT and AWS represents a proactive step towards addressing subscriber needs, particularly in maintaining streaming quality while managing large influxes of live viewers and ensuring the stability of platform performance over time. We're enthusiastic about the potential this change holds for future developments and immediate improvements to the platform, and we can't wait for the start of the 2024 season. Okay. So what's new, right? That was all kind of like really nice PR stuff, but let's get down to the nuts and bolts. What are we going to be expecting as consumers of live disc golf? So content is going to be more easily to navigate. That I think was a big problem on their website, big problem on the app. People never knew where to find stuff. Yeah. How do I get to it? Where am I going? So they're going to have additional menu options. They'll also have new bookmark features. So they're going to make it easier for the customer to find the videos they want.
My favorite part.
Great.
Is coming up.
Subscribers can now pause and rewind live broadcasts. So if you're like, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. If you're watching it on your TV and you're like, I have to go to the bathroom. I want to like be able to just like pause and wait and fast forward through the commercials to catch back up. That's how I watch sports, right? Like if I ever have to do something while I'm watching sports, I pause and then I just fast forward through the commercials and get caught right back up. They're back. They are back. They had it at one point. They took it away. I don't know why. They're back, Uli. This is huge. This is probably the best thing that the Disc Golf Network has ever done.
Ever. Just hit a pause button. That's all I ever wanted.
So nice. The other really nice feature too is now after the live broadcasts, they're going to almost instantaneously offer a rewatch. So before you kind of had to wait, like if you wanted to go back and rewatch it, but the broadcast had already ended, you kind of had to wait this, unknown time for it to finally do that. They're now saying that it's going to be almost instantaneous. Once the broadcast ends, you can pop back in and rewatch. That is also great for the subscriber.
Yeah, I've always, after it was done, tried to rewind and check some things out. Couldn't do it,
but now you can. Things to look forward to. The big thing I would say out of all the stuff they listed was they're going to be going from 30 frames per second to 60 frames per second. What does that mean? That just means it's going to be a smoother, better quality.
Here's what I'm wondering though. Since they're running it at higher frames, what happens when it's bad service still?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous by that. They did
Isn't
not
it gonna be
really.
Worse?
Yes, Silas, you can jump on and this is your expertise. What are your thoughts on this?
So 60 frames a second is obviously a lot better. because it's double the frames per second. So if the Pro Tour needs to slow anything down or anything like that, they're going to be able to do that, and it's going to look a lot smoother when they slow things down. So yeah, it's gonna be it'll be a little bit more of a bandwidth usage while they're transmitting from camera to studio, I would assume. But hopefully they have the infrastructure in place to kind of get this thing up and going. And yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Are they able to adjust that? While, like, let's say the 60 frames per second, they get into some portion of the course where it's really bad.
Yeah.
Are they able to on the fly adjust that down to 30 and then boost it back up to 60?
Probably not. No.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So once you kind of start at 60, you're at 60.
Yeah, that's right.
60's going.
Yeah.
So maybe not every tournament will be at 60, but Silas brings up a good point. I didn't even think about. If you've ever have filmed something in 30 frames per second and then try to do like a slow-mo, it looks absolute trash.
Garbage, yeah.
So the 60 will make some of the slow motion replays and stuff look a little bit better as well, which will be very, very nice. So yeah, good things. I think all this leads to really positive stuff. For those that are kind of like on the fence of, I don't know about the Disc Golf Network, I don't know if I want to be a subscriber, I think this is a good step forward of them saying, hey, we hear what you guys want, we hear your complaints, and we're working to fix those. So I think this is all good stuff. Anything else on this, Uli, you want to touch on, or we moving on?
I think it's money. Yeah, the only thing that I was worried about is the places where it was kind of choppy. If it's at higher and they're using the same internet or something, I listen to what I'm saying. I make zero sense. I don't know anything about this stuff.
I'm definitely a little nervous about Champions Cup. That's for sure. Now being at Northwood, so we'll see.
It was bad over at the other place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I will say what they can do is they can just in the lower bandwidth areas they can just bump it down to 30. And
they can do that. Okay.
They can change it from the start of the broadcast, so they can set it there. So they can even they can, you know, if they have the higher bandwidth, they can go to 60. But if they have the lower bandwidth, they can change it to 30, just depending on where it's at,
where they're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's good. No. All right.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, it sounds like it's not going to be worse than what we experienced last year. And hopefully they are, they started bringing in these, I don't know what those things are called, like the off-site internet things. I don't know what you call those things. Where they have like their own internet. They're like, you know what I'm talking about, Silas? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think you're referring to like an uplink van, a satellite uplink station.
Something like that. Yeah, they started doing that at some of these events, which I think is definitely helping versus having to tell everyone to get off their cell phone service and whatnot. So put your phones in airplane mode. That's
my internet's been garbage lately. My house.
Ooh. I still don't know why we have problems with internet. It feels like, I mean, we're in 2023. Everyone should have good internet by now. I don't know what's going on.
I agree.
Someone just said, you guys don't have to show us what bad video looks like right now, do you? I don't know what that means. Hopefully we don't look like we have bad video. All right.
We always look like we have bad video.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. The people are just going to be blown away once we get it super crispy.
Yeah, once we make it big, Brodie, imagine the studios and the stuff.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible.